This is a guy called Michael Jordan. You might have heard of him. He jumped ridiculously high, and he was a freak athlete. So what is it that freak athletes like him aren't telling you? How can you become a freak athlete? Now, I jump pretty high. I have a 38-inch vert and I am 16. I transform my vertical from 22 inches and not touching the rim to 38 inches and throwing down windmills. By the end of this video, you will know what they aren't telling you about becoming a freak athlete. I'll walk you through the main thing that changed my life and my athleticism forever. But you don't even know how freak athletes are made. You just think it's genetics, don't you? Well, let me tell you a story to illustrate how freak athletes are made. Let's take Michael Jordan. He probably jumped a bit higher than everyone else when he was younger. He probably jumped 2 or 3 inches higher when he was, 8 years old, let's say. So what did that mean? That meant he was jumping all the time because he was showing off to people that he jumped higher than everyone else. No one else could touch the rim, so he was touching the rim. No one else could touch the net, so he was touching the net. You see my point? Okay, so he was getting loads of max effort jumps in. Now what does that mean? The more we get max effort jumps in, the more we can jump higher because of the law of specificity. You want to get better at something, you have to do that thing more often. And by jumping a lot, he was getting better at the skill of jumping. And he was overloading his body more and more every single week. And that meant his body adapted. And those adaptations meant he jumped higher and meant he became a freak athlete. And over a long period of time, let's say 5-10 years, when he's 18 and he's looking back at his mates who only jumped 2 inches lower than him, he now jumps 20 inches higher than them because he's got in all those max effort jumps. That's truly how it works. And the beauty of max effort jump is that they self-intensify, meaning that as you get better and better and more proficient at the skill of jumping, the jumps themselves become more and more intense and serve to continue overloading your body and spurring on adaptations. Those adaptations, of course, make you jump higher. So it is of the utmost importance, if you're a beginner, to be jumping a lot. And if you're trying to get better at something, you have to do that thing more often. If you want to sprint, you need to sprint frequently at max effort. If you want to jump high, you need to jump high, max effort, multiple times a week. If you're trying to get your first dunk, you need to be jumping max effort 20 to 50 times every single week. End of. And what happens is you'll get really proficient at the skill. Your technique will get really good. So no more blaming your genetics. No more of that. Because whilst it might have a little impact, don't you see that you can get so much better without blaming your genetics? I had a 22-inch vert 1.5 years ago. Now I have a 38-inch vert. I couldn't touch the rim. Now I can windmill. Does that put some perspective into your mind? Stop blaming your genetics, alright? Get to work, get jumping, get sprinting. Go do the thing you're trying to get better at. That's the end of. Go do it. And by the way, if you're trying to learn to jump higher, get more athletic, my page is all about that. So you can look at some of my recent videos, like these ones, whatever it is. Let's get after it.